President Elon Musk called for a judge to be impeached after the judge temporarily blocked Musk's access to Americans' personal data, while Musk's second-in-command, New York businessman Donald Trump, claimed Musk has nothing to gain from dismantling the government. For more on this, it's time for a closer look. You guys, as I'm sure you all know, yesterday was a big day for many. It's the biggest holiday on the calendar, a day when Americans gather with friends and family to celebrate one of this nation's most cherished traditions. Honestly, I get a little teary-eyed thinking about it. Forget 4th of July or Thanksgiving. This is truly the biggest, most exciting display of patriotism of the year.
President Donald Trump declared Sunday, February 9th, as the first ever Gulf of America Day. The proclamation was published to the White House website yesterday afternoon.
The move comes after an executive order that set in motion the plan to change the name of Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Yesterday's proclamation calls upon officials to observe the day with, a quote, appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities.
That's right. You might be feeling down about the world, but then you remember it's Gulf of America Day. But this is nuts, right? Guy's been in office less than a month, and he's already renaming bodies of water and then declaring new holidays. It's crazy, right? And making matters worse, why now? I mean, I already can't remember to buy Valentine's present. Now my wife's gonna be all like, "What'd you give me for Gulf of America Day?" Un-American? I'm not being un-American. I just think it's stupid. Okay, fine. That's right. Trump signed a proclamation declaring February 9th Gulf of America Day. And as part of the ceremony, he made the crew on Air Force One announce the change mid-flight.
Attention on board. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please direct your attention out the right side of the aircraft. Air Force One is currently in international waters for the first time in history, flying over the recently renamed Gulf of America. Please enjoy the flight.
Oh, cool. So now real life has become a stand-up bit from the 80s. Hey, have you guys ever noticed how pilots are always announcing the renaming of geographical locations mid-flight?
This is your captain speaking. If you look out your window, you'll see that we are currently flying over the site formerly known as the Grand Canyon, which has now officially been renamed the Ass Crack of America. In a few hours, we'll be landing in our nation's capital, home to the recently renamed Washington Monument, a.k.a. America's Boner. Enjoy the flight.
Trump thinks that because, Trump thinks that because he put the word America in a body of water, voters will just agree that he made America great again. But voters are savvier than that. A recent poll found that only 25% of Americans support changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico, while a whopping 70% say they oppose it. And I get it. Even Red State America has to appreciate how many country songs have Gulf of Mexico in the lyrics. Do you know what the cost would be to reprogram the karaoke machines? Plus, it'll mess up all the rhymes. You know, like, I walked out of the rodeo and I drove my Chevy truck real slow down to where the breezes blow by the good old Gulf of America. See, it just doesn't work. But it's also good. And we should record it before someone steals it. Trump, of course, only cares about PR, not substance. That's why he was so happy in December when Time magazine named him Person of the Year. It's like it's all he ever cared about.
Well, thank you very much. This is an honor, a tremendous honor. I do want to thank Time magazine. I've been on the cover many times. I don't know who has the record, but it's been an honor, and every time it's an honor, I will tell you. And thank you very much for doing it, and thank the whole group at Time. Really very professional people. Thank you very much.
Now, if you're wondering why he seems so sedate there, I have a theory. Donald Trump has long railed against Time magazine, but he also loves a compliment. So while he thanks Time for the honor, I think inside even he's thinking, am I full of Is this all it takes to tame me a kind word? And what does that even say about me? Oh, Donald, you are a complicated man. Still, Trump was very pleased when Time made him Person of the Year. He has a previous cover framed on the wall of his office. It might be the single most important honor of his life, which is why the latest cover of Time might have been a little triggering for him.
You're looking right now at a new magazine cover for Time magazine. It depicts the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, sitting behind the Resolute desk in the Oval Office.
Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling someone's gonna rename another body of water. Maybe more than one. I'm issuing a proclamation that the 5 Great Lakes will henceforth be known as Lake America, Lake America, Lake America. Lake America and Lake America. And if you forget, there's a helpful mnemonic device, which is Also, moving forward, the word mnemonic will start with an N because the M, nobody likes the M. The M's not helping anybody. Why is the M there? We're getting rid of the M. The only way this cover could have been any worse for Trump is if they put a tiny little version of him on the desk in front of Elon. Trump was asked about the Time cover at the White House on Friday, and I would say, he seemed less than thrilled.
Mr. President, do you have a reaction to the new Time magazine cover that has Elon Musk sitting behind your Resolute desk?
Time magazine.
Is Time magazine still in business? I didn't even know that.
You didn't? You were just on the cover in December. Do you not remember anything that happened before Gulf of America Day? Although I have to be honest, my guess is it doesn't bother Trump all that much. I mean, sure, maybe it irks him, but he knows Elon Musk is the richest guy on the planet, and that Musk spent almost $300 million to get Trump elected and save his ass from jail. And now Elon's taking an axe to the same government Trump tried to overthrow, a government that would otherwise regulate all the shady Trump and his... Don't put shady in the script, Sal. We're doing tongue twisters here? Trying to give these good people the news. You put shady in there? Oh, sure, he could say shady. Should I put shady? A government that would otherwise regulate all this shady Trump and his family... Dude, to make money like his scam meme coin, why wouldn't Trump be happy? He gets everything he wants, and Elon has to be the bad guy. When people get mad and say, you can't cut cancer research and education funding, Trump can just say, hey, that's Elon. Did you see the cover of Time? He's in charge. I'm just a little coffee cup man. And sure enough, Trump defended Elon during a sit-down interview with Fox News before the Super Bowl on Sunday after a judge temporarily blocked Musk's access to government systems.
19 states' attorneys general filed a lawsuit, and early Saturday, a judge agreed with them to restrict Elon Musk and his government efficiency team, DOGE, from accessing Treasury Department payment and data systems. They said there was a risk of irreparable harm. What do you make of that? And does that slow you down on what you want to do?
No, I disagree with it 100%. I think it's crazy.
Bottom line, you say you trust him.
Trust Elon? Oh, he's not gaining anything. In fact, I wonder how he can devote the time to it. He's so into it.
If someone is spending a suspiciously large amount of time on something and you don't know why, that's a red flag. Trump's like a guy who says, Dave, my trainer at the gym, spends so much time with my wife. He is so into her physical fitness journey. I personally wonder how he can devote the time to it when he's so busy with his second career as an underwear model. You know what else is crazy? They keep ending up on the same vacations. By the way, even if you are by some chance an Elon Musk fan, it's nuts to think he has nothing to gain from it. He's the richest man on earth who owns several major multinational tech companies with Defense Department contracts and ties to foreign governments, and has substantial crypto holdings, and has publicly announced his intention to turn his social media site into a peer-to-peer payment system. You want us to believe he has nothing to gain from dismantling government watchdogs and financial oversight agencies and having direct, unfettered access to the, let's see here, United States Treasury Department's payment system? If you believe that, I have a bridge to sell you. It's called the Bridge of America, and we're flying over it right now. Of course, the richest man in the world, who owns a social media company and a car company and a medical device company and a rocket company and has defense contracts with the U.S. and business relationships with China, has a lot to gain from gutting financial oversight and accessing the U.S. payment system. You think you can just launch a rocket into space without going through some government red tape? If that were the case, then we'd see mom and pop rocket companies going up all over the country. Hey, you all want to see the moon up close? Come on down to Dave's Rockets in Sarasota. Our rocket rides are safe and fun. And I would know because I drive them myself. Round trip tickets to the moon and back are $29 a piece and come with unlimited shrimp cocktail. You just grab those little suckers out of the air on account of no gravity. So remember to bring your good attitude and your own seatbelts because we don't got them. Musk's cuts have threatened everything from federal cancer research to public school funding to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which was created after the 2008 recession to protect Americans from getting scammed. They're getting rid of the agency that stops you from getting scammed. How could it be any more obvious? This is like getting hired as a bank teller and saying, I think we should get rid of the security cameras, and it's cold in here, so I'm gonna start wearing a ski mask to work. And now the Musk administration is mad. that a judge has blocked their access to government systems that contain Americans' private personal data, so they're threatening to go to war with the judiciary.
After a federal judge yesterday temporarily blocked Elon Musk and Doge staffers from accessing Treasury Department payment systems, Vice President Vance posted on X today that, quote, judges aren't allowed to control the executive's legitimate power.
Elon Musk is calling for the impeachment of federal judges who ruled against his Doge agenda.
Elon Musk is pushing back. We know that he took to X this morning overnight as well. He's been posting a flurry of things, starting with, as you mentioned there, quote, a corrupt judge protecting corruption. He needs to be impeached now.
He's rage tweeting about a judge who was mean to him. Oh my God, did Musk and Trump Freaky Friday? I knew it was bad when they touched that cursed monkey paw at the same time, but now Musk is tweeting like Trump, which means Trump is going to start working on rockets like Musk. I mean, it makes sense. He's already got the noises down.
Ding, 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 ding. Pshin, boom.
See? He's a rocket guy now. It's obvious that Trump and Musk both have so much to gain from dismantling a federal government that is supposed to constrain their power and regulate their business. They see themselves as more powerful than the government, which is why they're threatening to ignore judges' rulings. They're just hoping that while they're taking control of the plane, you'll be busy looking out the window at...
recently renamed Gulf of America.
This has been a closer look.
It's a fight-off!